Hey guys, this is Emily from Emily's Anthology and I am back with a brand new tutorial. I am going out tonight, so I decided to do the makeup that I was planning on doing for Valentine's Day. This is an absolutely gorgeous makeup look with purples and blues and pink undertones, I would say. And I'm really liking this look because I think it's so romantic and yet is sultry and dark enough to go out at night with, and I really like smoky eye looks, as you guys probably already know. I have a couple of pictures of this look as well as the wedding that I'm going to up on Instagram, so if you guys want to check that out, my Instagram username will be right here as well as listed in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment box below. Alright, so my eyes are reacting a little bit to something I applied earlier, so please excuse the red eye. I'm going to go ahead and set down a base first. Now what I want is really dewy, glowing skin, so I'm going to go in with the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This is a brand new one from Kiehl's and it is extra hydrating, but really lightweight. So I'm just going to take a dollop of that cream. And what I'm going to do to get that extra glowy look is actually mix in a little bit of this Rouge Bunny Rouge highlighter just into that lotion. Mix that in and just apply that to my skin. Now it's going to be a little bit hot where I'm going, so I'm going to go in with this brand new La Mercier, what is this? Smooth Finish Foundation Powder. It's got really good coverage, this powder. I'm just going to grab it with a round kabuki brush and buff that into my skin. And I chose the foundation powder because these things respond really well to humidity and oiliness and keep all of that at bay while keeping your makeup looking nice and fresh. Okay, so now my brows have been giving me a little bit of a problem lately, so I'm going to go in with my trusty Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Express Kit. And I'm going to use that to style my brows. Okay, so now my brows are done and now I'm going to set a base for my eyes. I'm going to use the Zoeva Matte Eyeshadow Fix. I think that's what it's called. I'm just going to smooth it all over my lid with a clean finger. So I just filmed with the palette that I'm going to be using on the Luxola channel, and I usually don't like to double up, but this is such an amazingly beautiful palette and I just really love the colors in it, so I'm going to be using it again. This is the Sigma Paris palette and it is just the most gorgeous palette with an amazing selection of 8 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, as well as a highlighter. And I just adore this so much, guys. This is just the most amazingly beautiful palette ever. And I'm really loving these 2 purples here in the palette. And those are the main 2 purples that I'm going to be using for this look. So to start off with, first things first, I'm going to go in with the Sleek Contour Kit in medium and just a light blending brush. And I'm going to contour my crease. Next I'm going to pick up this small blending brush and going in with this color over here on the palette. Now this is where you have to use a really light hand because we're going to do a bit of blending with this shade, and in order for it to blend properly you want to only put small thin layers in at a time. So starting with a thin layer at the outermost corner in kind of small circular buffing motions. You want to just buff that color in. Now with this look you don't want to take the eyeshadow too far up into the crease. Try to keep it as close to the crease as possible. And just slowly build on that color. And blend as you go. So if you hear a couple of shower sounds, I'm really sorry about that. We are actually heading out tonight, as I probably mentioned before, and we're in a bit of a rush, so Jason has to go and shower. There we go, shower. Anyway, moving on. I'm going in with this color in the palette now, this really gorgeous multi-dimensional purple. And what I'm going to do is place that onto the area of the lid that has been blank so far. And this is just absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up. We're taking it from the inner corner all the way up to that darker purple eyeshadow and keeping that below the crease. Then we want to make sure that both colors transition really nicely into one another. So you're going to take your same blending brush and go into that little purple color, that darker purple color, sorry. And make sure you've only got a tiny bit of it on your brush. And then just run that in between the two colors. Next we're going to deepen the color on the outer edges a little bit, and I'm going to use this black baked eyeshadow for it. It is the Laura Mercier Satin Matte Eye Color in Dark Spirit. Now what I want to do is basically just add a bit of dimension to the outer parts of the eye and create a bit of a gradient. So I'm going to place that on the outer corners below the purple. And I want to do that quite thickly so that we actually get to see that gradient of color, since that purple is quite dark. You can extend it the way I'm doing at the outer corners a little bit, because that's just going to lift your eye a little bit. And then you're going to go back in and blend that. And then if you feel like you've lost a bit of intensity with that purple, just go back in and reapply. Once you're done, you want to take a clean blending brush and just blend out all the edges. Now because my eyes lack a bit of dimension, what I'm going to do is actually pick up a crease blender brush and go back in with the dark purple color, and I want to place that just in this area over here to give myself the illusion of a crease. So really lightly running it there. And then once I've done that, I'm going to blend that right back out. I'm going to go in with an eyeliner now, and I'm really glad to report that I found another eyeliner that doesn't smudge and doesn't just melt all over your face. This is the Smashbox Limitless Eyeliner, and this is in the color Onyx. So I'm just going to trace along my lash line with this. And then when I get to the outer corners, what I'm going to do is actually start lining the bottom lash line. And from there, I'm just going to follow that line up. So what this does is it actually gives you your wing angle, I guess that's what you call it, the angle of your wing, as well as fills in that little corner at the outer corners of your eyes. And if you don't finish that or don't fill that in, it does look a little bit unfinished and just less professional, I guess. Alright, so from here, what I'm going to do is pick up the same dark purple color. I can see the color finishing pretty quickly. But anyway, I'm going to go back in with a smudger brush, and I'm going to pick up that purple color and just smudge that along the outer half of the eye. Smudging the eyeliner as I go. So just to make things interesting, I'm going to go in with a different color for the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with this gorgeous blue here. Pick it up with the same smudger brush and bring it quite low underneath the eye. So they are called Lavi Lash, and they have the most amazing styles, and they're really suitable for Asian eyes. I just have a pair on. They are called the Lolas, and I am really loving them. The length is such that I don't have to cut or fiddle with them at all. Just snip off a little bit off the ends and that's it. So moving on, I have to rush a little bit because I realized that my battery is dying. I just hope that everything gets filled before the battery dies out. So yes, concealer is done. I'm not going to be using powder just because I don't think my skin needs it. I'm going in with the blush from Daniel Sandler. and this is the color Spicy. The reason why I'm choosing this blush is because I want to hide a couple of acne scars that I have on my cheeks, and I will link my acne scar concealing tutorial up there for you guys to show you why it is that I'm using a liquid blush instead of a powder one. Plus, the color Spicy is really gorgeous on warm skin tones. Okay, so blush is done, and I'm going to move on to contouring. I'm going to be using the Sleek Contour Kit like I used in my crease. And I am going to go in with a large angled contour brush from Sigma. Now these brushes are really great for contouring. They make it so easy. I'm just going to apply that contour in that 3 shape. And because I have a bit of a fat face around the sides, I'm going to contour a little bit on this area and my temples, just to give myself the illusion of a smaller face. And finally, I am finishing up this look with the Too Faced La Creme lipstick, and this is in the color Nude Beach. I absolutely love this color. I've only had it for about 3 days, I think, but I am really, really loving it. It's not the fullest coverage, so your lip color does show through a little bit, but I really like that about lipsticks because it makes them look so much more natural. So this is the completed look. I'm really sorry that I have to rush through it. As I mentioned, my battery is dying, unfortunately, so I really hope that you guys like this look, and if you have any requests for any future looks, or if you want to ask me a question about anything, basically just leave them down in the comment box below, or email me, Facebook me, anything you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.